faoi hús an féú híis, ní raibh spás folamh a bháin fáca ar an léirscáil. Antarctica. Níor duineach mapáil nó teiscéalaíocht ar an mórrain se riamh. Tá go mór a dianta ar cheannarí na géadras san Antarctic, ach tá dearú dianta nach mór ar na cruanna, le debrig a go dlúng agus a bhar seáil lóid ró an bhfuil. Bhí fear a bháin ann a heistil níos fuide sa sneachta ná Shackleton, a chaith níos mó blianta sa deisceart ná Scott, agus a dimmer ochar ról meach nach gach ceann de mhórgrá mí na Antarctica. Mac le ferimór sléimhe in éirne bhí ann. Fear a rág a bhí sneach agus a hecht an ír lorug ar stair na Antarctica. Tom Crean a Anam.
To understand the whole era of polar exploration at the turn of the 20th century, you have to understand Tom Crean's contribution to that, and it was truly massive. He's one of the men who put Antarctica on the map.
Tá Crean isté in sin I gcónaí, I grín na stirme, agus é gáirí I mun a chuidébre agus ní hippen ar a bheanimas ar a crógach, ní hippen ar a riamh.
Crean was really the only guy to be on all those expeditions together and at the heart of them, the key man that kept them going.
If Tom Crean had failed, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, or wouldn't have existed.
The Rebamar on Lanach Amach or Leabhar Star on Cabdal War, go raibh Anam Crean ar, Cabdal na Léach.
Bhd ón áit a muineach sé cáil amach dá hain a thosnig tros an chrínig. Bé an duine ba hinné de dhéithnúir cluine. I dachín bag in aice le áhan na scáil I géirí a rugacha mí dúil 8 géad diag 7 Bhí cuimhní an ghorta bhúr fós a gorcagaine ag an amsa. Chialig teilech mór ar ermheg, nach líonfar na deisne a bhí an, don bhuachil óg. Agus ní raibh rudaí rábhas a bhaile.
Ní a chairí leis féin agus leis an air. Heasta ceann air gan éireoch sé ar maidnis go grúach sé na báthas go níanach sé seo sé siúd is meachtar scoilas teachta naisiigh sa na báthach rúríisiigh sé seo. Ní héana sa saoile bhí ó. Bhí rud éigin a bhad níos páchtaí in án de Tom Crean.
Ach achtar bheag ánach ba chuais le Crean a chur ar frosca tíortha bhd a géin.
He apparently let some of the cattle into the vital potato harvest, which was obviously a pretty damaging thing to the family prospects that year. And so his father was very upset and maybe said things that he regretted.
The father heard that the cattle had broken into the potato crop and there was words, angry words between them, and Tom Crean said, "I'm joining the Navy." So he left, got the Crean and walked down cross-country past Balnasair down into Menard.
He must have been very brave. We often wondered, a young fellow 15 years of age, years and years ago, to take off like that on his own. He hadn't a bob, he got a loan of money, he said, and he hadn't even a suit, he got a loan of a suit. Went down to Menard, there were Coast Guards just come in, and he joined from there. He faked his age. He was a raw young fellow, 15 years of age. He said he was older.
Crean lung a bhí ar petrol chósta na Breataine. Bhí sé ar gcuine donna mar nélig bís de gradam, sa chabhlach ba bhód a bhacachas riamh.
Seach mór bhí ann ar fuair sé amach. Nach achtriacht agus sprág agus airigid agus págus mar sin de bhí nándó ach dí an ibre agus séla bhí annach a súile frí súntót.
Hi raibh Crean ach 5 bliana diag nuair a chuaigh sé isteach sa chabhlach.
And he was a real young greenhorn, he said, the poor fella. And the smart guys came over to him. He was eating something. He always told this. And they went to snap it from him. He gave him he knocked them out with one shot. They were long going away.
Fuin mlíon 19 bhí an dain seolta ag Crean chuicín diag de lúnga an chawlig riaga. Ach ba chawlacha a bhí docht do lúpa de bhar tradiisiúin agus dían smachta, agus ní raibh coga an leis na blianta. Bhí an bhreatan a lorug dúláin nua den I mianach a chrathú. Antarctica an freagara, darla go leor. Níor lagach súil Antarctica go dtí 8 dí agus 20, agus cénach raibh a géine cad a bhí deimhistigh den chósta róite. Bhí gur áit éigin a Crean hilchtíci sin a bhí dúis dhearannach na teisceiliachta an moll heas. Dúis ag séad an bhreatan go gahach sí ag náthú. In 8 díag san 9 bunaíoch an achtra náisiúnta chun an Antarctic. An captain Robert Falcon Scott a bheocha gceannas ití. Bhí na mílte breathanú an Discovery, lung na heachtra, agus í a seola amach a tros go dtí an taigéan heas. Tí bhí in a dhéis sin, seol an Discovery isteach I gúan Littleton san nua-héalainn. Cúpla lá ribh sin tháinig lúg bheag eile de chuid an chawlaigh isteach. Bhór na linge sin bhí Tom óg Crean.
And one of Scott's chosen team for Antarctica had a fight and sort of had a go at one of the officers, which wasn't popular, and Scott set out, a police search for him. They didn't find him, but he needed replacing. And through sheer good luck, and the fact that Crean had an ear for excitement, the two met, and luckily, Scott's people saw the makings of a really superb guy.
An ish bhí Tom Crean in a bhail dirin an Discovery, an irin a raibh Robert Scott is súil leis go mhainneach sé an moll heas amach.
I'm quite convinced when he joined Scott on Discovery in 1901, he really didn't have a clue what he was letting himself in for. Not a clue. Nor did any of the others, I'm quite convinced.
Agus an Discovery a tuairt aig ó dheas, bhí éireannach eile ar bord, a meach buint mhúrige le saol Crean ina dhéis sin. Duine diffigigh Scott ar an Discovery about Ernest Shackleton. Go súil le Crean, bheall fi ar eis a rís agus a rís eile go dtí fásaigh an bhfuil heas. Chris an Discovery cósta an Antarctic in 1992. Agus an gíre a dún isteachara, thóg an achtar bonáid, agus thosnaí siad a réiteacht an arach, agus an eistir a thóchach go dtí an moll heasiad, bhí súile go. Ba dáhan nua ar fad de Scott agus táchaid fearr an áid seo. Réigeanna bhí duine bid an chrú a raibh éon chleachtaige ar air nó ar neachta. Agus ní raibh éon ábhar dóchas I gcéad chus céimeann ó Crean in Antarctica.
Déan gur sé spágach ar bhealach, tá sé tuairt faoi deara gur sé gcónaí titim tríd an éir isteach san isce mar hampla. Níos gom céco minic is a hit séiste, an fóthaíoch seo I gcónaí ann titim Crean isteach san isce, taringíonn siad Crean amach, cúpla nómad ríist, in dhéir sin tá sé dis an isce ríist. Rudí mar sin agus thug sé amachchas an isce agus tá bheadh sé gáirí agus I buint sprí as.
Cé go raibh siad na mílte míle ón síomhialtacht, déalaigh an Captain Scott go gnófaí díon smacht an chawlaigh I bhaim.
Bhí Scott an ifigiúil ar fad. Bhí sé tugad a ordathe a chóirt, ní raibh sé compórdaach le daoine, ach go háir le daoine ón Isilachman, ifigach go bheith gcónaí, agus bhí sé dúr, bíoganí dúr agus díreach an héin, agus ní éadach sé caidirmh simplí I dhéanamh le marnéalach. Ach mar sin héin bhí ord bheas ag Crean ar Scott. Ord bheas is amachchas amach.
There was a bit of aloofness in Scott. He never downed him. But he was different. He was a Royal Navy man, and that was it. And he was a little step above the rest of them.
In mína sauna, naige diag sa dó, dog dir me beag fear an bohan, agus hug an aig o yes. Bin an chiad tros riamh isteach san Antarctic, agus a measc na bhar bhí dul isteach scarif air Ross, bhí an mar nélach Tom Crean.
An chéadúin nar bhí sé gemacht le Scott, agus bhí ar glúise amach ar an aire agus iad ceapa go méidir go muineh siad amach an multhas gan stróir bé agus ceolá, henim agus gach rud íontach tarlú agus tá sé le toirt faoi deara go raibh brat éireannach ag Tom Crean ar a cheannáin farsanta hain. Deirtear go raibh sé glas agus go raibh crit ina lár aige. Agus de bhí éonúlacht mar éireannach á thospáint aige. Beidir go raibh joke a heis éigen a dhéanamh ag an chéanam.
Cha siad seachtain in éag seachtaine. Is drachailt lo haar chromcle briste scarf air Ross. Agus iad a taringt a good cars leanáin tríd a sneachta, ba léir an lag agus an láidir in a measc.
Where Crean scored was because of his characteristics, and the one which really shone, which you need in those difficult, dangerous, cold, salty circumstances, is optimism. Not only physically tough, but optimistic.
He was always in good humour, they said that in the expeditions. Always in good humour. He was never in bad humour, no matter what crooks they were in or what bad spot they were in. He held them all together.
Ní raibh athe deireadh le céad tros Scott in Antarctica. Chuir sé an chud bhódas na féidir eis go dtí an bhónáid, agus chuis sé hain Shackleton agus Wilson cho fada le dahan le head 8 chéim ó yes. Ach bhí Shackleton a ruch titimas a hasamh, agus bégan dóibh fi le reis. Is na hifiig agus mó a bhí an fáin cáil a bhaint imachtáibh hain in Antarctica. Ach bhí gan ábhar néalaigh leis an ar ág fásach mór bán an deisceart an Loragara.
Once Crean found his niche in polar exploration, he was attacked by what the Norwegians called polar hula, which means the drag, magnetic drag almost, of the attractions of polar travel to unknown places.